What is up, my veggies? My name is VTR, and welcome back to another movie review. And today, we are going to be reviewing another Scooby-Doo movie. Finally getting around to this, especially since the last movie I reviewed, I needed something to wash my face, wash my eyes with, and something I can talk positively about, which is Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School. Which is personally one of my favorites of these movies when I was growing up. I remember watching this one constantly, and it's one that I've always find myself wanting to rewatch the most out of all of them. Probably not my favorite growing up, but it's definitely in the top 5. Now, this one I would just love because it was such a different concept from so much different stuff we've seen with Scooby-Doo in the past. I have my camera that's a tad bit crooked. Let me fix that. There we go. I think. Whatever. But the thing is with this movie, comparison, because yes, we had not really any of these really have had a big on mystery. Some of them, like Boo Brothers had one, but like this one doesn't really have a mystery per se, which doesn't affect it badly. It's actually done in a very unique way. We follow Scooby, Shaggy, and Scrappy as they're going to work at a school, which they thought they were going to a normal boarding school for girls, but there's a boarding school for ghouls, which are girls, monsters, I guess. Which is interesting. This one is such an interesting concept for a movie of. It's like Scooby-Doo in the back in the day was trying to shy away from actual monsters and didn't really do actual monsters. With these movies, they've been starting to do it more. They did it with Boo Brothers, and they did it with Reluctant Werewolf. But this one, I don't know. I remember this one and enjoying this one much more than any of the ones I've watched in the past. Enjoyed this one a lot more than some of the others. I don't know why I recognize this one with such high regard, though. Because rewatching this one, it's just another Scooby-Doo movie, but it's still good in my opinion. Now, is it anything jaw-dropping fantastic? Absolutely not. It's not jaw-dropping, it's not fantastic, it's not terrible, it's not awful, but it is good. Because the animation holds up. It doesn't really hold up completely, but it's the same pretty much animation we've been getting from these direct-to-DVD Scooby-Doo movies. And it's just, and I'm reviewing this at like 1 o'clock in the morning, so. But the thing is, this movie works really well, just, especially if you're if you're a big Scooby-Doo fan, I think you're going to like this one. The fact is that this one's just a huge part of my childhood, and like I loved every second of this one. The villain is probably like one of the weakest parts of the movie. Each segment of the movie feels like it could have been part of a TV series. For Pete's sake, if we could have got a TV series out of this this movie, I would have loved it. It would have been better than Be Cool Scooby-Doo. But with that to the side, a lot of things within this movie just work. Alright, there's nothing really exciting about it. Like, the character designs are actually pretty nice. They're like the kids of the well-known monsters. Like, there's the Mummy's kid, Dracula's daughter, Wolfman's daughter, a ghost's daughter, Frankenstein's daughter. I believe the names are Elsa Frankenstein, Sabella, which is Dracula's daughter, Winnie, I think is that her name? I can't remember the little girl mummy's name. That's gonna bother me now. Tanis, that was her name. And there's also this little dragon thing. His name is Matches. And then there's the headmaster, which is Miss Grimswood, I think was her name. But then you get more characters like the villain, who's not very interesting. But the villain has like this little henchman thing, this little monster-looking thing, which he is pretty funny. I can't lie. I got a good few laughs out of him throughout this movie. There's also this rival school. It's a normal military school, which apparently only has like 6 students or something like that. Which it makes sense for the monster school to have only a few students, but this whole military school, if you see the military school, it's huge. And that's one of my gripes with the movie, and I won't lie. The story is pretty not generic, but pretty simple. A lot of it, the time of the movie is spent just doing things around, but the main plot is like the bad guy just wants these girls as like her slaves, and that's kind of the whole, the big plot. And it all rounds up, and the end of it though does seem very familiar when you go look back at Reluctant Werewolf. It feels like kind of similar to, not with the racing part of that, but the other part. Let's say this one just felt a little more generic. Not generic, but pretty simple. Even though it's still enjoyable, and I would watch this countless more times because it's just a lot of fun. It's some things I wasn't expecting that I would have to deal with. Well, with this being such a simple film. And this is the fact that, now notice I haven't even talked about Scooby and Shaggy for this, or Scrappy, the returning characters that these movies are supposed to be based around. Because everything else is more interesting. Not saying that Scooby and Shaggy are their typical selves. It's just, it's fine. They're fine. It's just like the ghouls steal the spotlight. Phantasma, that was the ghost girl's name. I just remembered that. But the character designs are really nice. I can't lie there. And a lot it's just a good fun. It's not like something you're gonna be on the edge of your seat the whole time watching it, but it's pretty fun regardless. And as long as you're not trying to take it too seriously, like you're not expecting some big adventure out of it, you'll enjoy this if that's all you're looking for. It's a fun little Scooby-Doo movie. It is kind of different from some of the other ones, but this one is one of my personal favorites, and I remember watching this one constantly when I was younger, and it was just one of my favorites, and probably will continue to be one of my favorites years to come. Now, with it, these movies, it's just they're hard to rate somewhat, but I will go ahead and give this a low 4 out of 5. Because I don't know what else to rate it. I really wouldn't know what else to rate it. Because it could be my nostalgia talking. But I did rewatch this. So, thing is, it's been almost a year since my last Scooby-Doo review, I think. I think it's almost been a year since I reviewed the last one, which I don't remember which one it was. But I'm excited. We got plenty more coming up. We got some. The next one is Scooby-Doo and Arabian Nights, which I really am wondering what the heck that one's about, because I've never seen that one. But it's the next one. Hopefully before I do that, I can jump on another Disney Channel movie, so I can get to reviewing those, and just get that back on track, and just get things back on track with that franchise, with those movies, and see. I had fun with this one. I hope you guys, if you haven't seen it, I'd very much recommend you guys go check it out. I'm pretty sure you can get it on iTunes. So definitely go watch it if you haven't seen this one. It's one of my personal favorites, and I cannot wait to review Arabian Nights. Hopefully it'll live up. I know that one's kind of shorter, but I just hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!